difficult to imitate and non-substitutable.
Resources that are imperfectly imitable are valuable and have the potential to create a critical product or service advantage or a cost advantage over a firm's competitors. 38 Firms with valuable and rare resources, which are hard to imitate by other firms, can gain first-mover advantages within their industry. 39 Intel, for example, has enjoyed a first-mover advantage more than once because of its rare fast R&D cycle time capability that brought SRAM and DRAM integrated circuit technology, and brought microprocessors to market well ahead of the competition. The product could be imitated, but it was much more difficult to replicate the R&D cycle time capability. A firm can either exploit a market opportunity or neutralize an external threat by using its rare and valuable resources. When competitors identify a resource-based competitive advantage, they may respond in two ways. First, they may choose to ignore it and continue to operate as usual and focus more on competitive pricing. Alternatively, they may choose to analyze, reverse engineer, and imitate, copy, the competitive resources of its rival in order to reach competitive parity. 40 However, sometimes it is difficult for other firms to get access to or to imitate those resources. As a result, innovative companies that implement strategies based on difficult-to-imitate and non-substitutable resources can gain long-term competitive advantage. 41 In most cases, imitation appears in two ways: direct duplication or substitution. Direct duplication has been a problem for Apple across their entire value chain. Apple's extraordinary popularity has led to considerable counterfeiting or copying of their prototypes, products, know-how, trade secrets, service model, and even store concepts. 42 Apple's products are predominantly contract manufactured in China. Additionally, the rising Chinese middle class makes the company's products very popular with local consumers. The strong interest of this consumer group to show off with high-status consumer goods further spurs the activities of counterfeiters. Apple sells its products globally through company-owned retail stores, online, and through value-added resellers. By the last quarter of 2010, they had 233 retail stores in the United States and 84 internationally, including 2 in Beijing and 2 in Shanghai, with a third on the way. 43 In September 2011, they opened their first retail store in Hong Kong. The Apple Retail Store, a critical differentiator of the Apple experience, is being knocked off in China. By late 2010, fake Apple stores outnumbered real ones, and recently bloggers reported 5 new fake stores in Kunming, a southwestern Chinese city with a population of more than 6.4 million. The fake stores had Apple's iconic look, logo, store layout, and employee apparel. Telltale signs identified the fakes, including the word store, or in one case Apple Store beside the white Apple logo in the window, something Apple never does. According to some reports, staff members in these fake stores believed they were working for Apple. Chinese authorities acknowledged these fake stores and in the process identified 22 fake Apple stores in total. Consequently, these stores were prohibited from using Apple trademarks and symbols. However, only 2 stores were closed, whereas the others simply changed their store names but retained the Apple retail look and service model. It should come as no surprise that almost all of the products sold in these fake Apple stores are knockoffs, mostly sourced from Hong Kong. 44 This problem has not stopped at China's borders. Apple seized unauthorized iPod, iPhone, and iPad knockoff accessories bearing the Apple logo for sale in the Chinatown section of Queens, New York. 45 Although Apple's is a dramatic case, almost all innovation-driven firms face equally significant IP violation exposure in China and other locations around the world. The cost of imitation is usually high for the following reasons: unique historical conditions, patents, social complexity, and casual ambiguity. Unique historical conditions often create distinct resources and efficiency advantages for the incubator firm or first mover. Incubators are often advantaged by better access to rare resources and economies of scale. In addition, competitive advantage is frequently embedded in social structures and interpersonal relationship and unique culture characteristics, which create social complexity as a barrier to imitation. Casual ambiguity makes it difficult for imitating firm to identify the specific critical competitive advantage creating factor of incubator firms. The would-be copycat simply cannot figure out what the target firm does or how they do it. Patents are legal barriers, which in a law enforcement efficient environment are almost impossible to overcome. 46 Once a firm has realized the value, rarity, and low levels of inimitability of resources and capabilities, the next step is to organize the company in a way to exploit these resources efficiently. If done right, the firm can enjoy a period of sustained competitive advantage.